All right, guys, welcome back to another video, and today we're here to talk about my top 10 accessories for your Oculus Quest 3 that you should have. We're going to start from the bottom and work our way up to what's more and more essential as the list goes on. Hopefully this helps you guys, decide what accessories you may want for your new Oculus Quest 3 and decide, what you may need and what you may not need. So let's go ahead and get into the video.
Gaming tech, eating brekkie is the gaming tech. Going for a brekkie is the gaming tech. Gaming techie is the gaming tech. Gaming techie.
So the first one we're going to start off with for my Oculus Quest 3 is we're going to talk about headphones. Now, obviously, in my opinion, with the Meta Quest 3 here, is headphones obviously being at the bottom of the list is the least important thing to me because the speakers on this thing have gotten much, much better. On the Oculus Quest 2, I immediately wanted headphones and I wanted to switch and put something on immediately. With the Quest 3, it's like 40% louder now. When I play games like Beat Saber and rhythm games, I don't feel like I have to use headphones all the time. The only time I want to put headphones on is if I want to be fully immersed into like a horror game and stuff like that, and I want any outside noise. But as far as the loudness and stuff, it's gotten so much better and the clarity got better that it isn't as important. But a pair of headphones are still going to be even louder if you want the games to be even louder, like me. I love listening to music really loud and playing Beat Saber and stuff really loud. Or if you're playing horror games and you just want to be fully immersed and kind of want that over-the-ear design where you have, your ears completely covered, so you're engrossed in that sound when you're watching movies and stuff like that, because obviously these speakers are off-ear. So there's still some value there. Just note that the headphone jack is now on the right side here as opposed to the original left side where it used to be. So if you have those headphones that you got for the Quest 2, of course they'll work if they're just regular over-the-head headphones like I like to use. But if the speaker wire the headphone wire you got was really short because you wanted it to be short, like the Logitech that they used to sell for the official accessory back then, you're gonna have to get a longer cable because it's not gonna be able to reach because obviously the headphones have the cable on the left and now you're gonna have to wrap it around to the right in order to get it to be plugged in. So that's the only thing to note. But obviously, I have the Logitech headphones here, and they look and sound fantastic on here. If I want something like that to use in VR, I just plug those in. I just have to replace the cable with a longer one that it came with, and that was good to go. Bluetooth headphones are not going to work very well on here. Same thing as always. Besides, because of the fact that obviously the latency is too high, so Bluetooth headphones like the AirPod Pros and stuff like that are not going to be really good. Because everything's going to have a delay in it and you're not going to really enjoy those. But if you have something wired in and you want better sound, that's definitely going to improve your experience because like I said, even though these headphones built in are amazing and a lot better than they used to be, I still find myself sometimes, because I'm crazy, liking to hear Beat Saber and stuff like that and music rhythm games even louder than they are with these on. So sometimes I want those over-the-ear headphones because those are what I find most comfortable and I like that option. So that's why it sits at my number 10. The next thing that we're going to talk about here, coming in at number 9, is the Touch Pro controllers here. So obviously these controllers here from the Oculus Quest 3, as you guys are looking at, were much improved. They have, the better haptics inside of them. They track just as good as the Meta Quest 3 or maybe even better, and they don't have the rings anymore. So they look pretty familiar to what the Meta Quest Pro controllers were that you could buy separately for $300. Now, these are really, really expensive, obviously, at $300, but if you want to take that experience to the next level and you want tracking to be even more perfect, where you don't have to worry about obviously these have to be seen by the cameras on the Quest 3, and that's how it tracks. With these, there's cameras built into these controllers, that's why it's more expensive. And you could pair these to the Oculus Quest 3 and have a really awesome experience with these controllers. So now the tracking is going to be even more better for playing Expert Plus on Beat Saber and stuff like that, where you're going to have everything being tracked via the controller and not have to worry about line of sight with the actual headset when you're playing first-person shooters and stuff like that. So if you care about that stuff and you want tracking to be even better, then obviously these are a great option. And it does have better haptics as well. Even though the haptics did get better on the Quest 3, these are still better on these controllers than they are. Just note that they're $300 and they're obviously going to be really expensive. So it depends on how much effort you want to put in here. I was lucky enough to already have them because I had the Quest Pro for the last year. So I didn't have to make the decision of, paying $300 just for the controllers because I've been using the Quest Pro for such a long time already. Next thing I wanted to talk about that's coming in at number 8 is a microphone, especially if you're, video record, you do TikTok videos, you do YouTube videos like me and stuff like that. The Oculus Quest 3 microphone isn't bad by any means. Most of the videos that I've done on this channel for the Quest 3 when I was doing gameplay have been done on the Quest 3, and I don't think it sounds too bad. I've been watching over the videos and stuff, and no one's really complained about the videos or anything, about saying like the mic sounds bad or anything. So that's obviously not bad. But it did take a step back from the Quest 2. The Quest 2 microphones were better. I don't know exactly why. I don't know if the microphone's not the same or if your face is just closer to the mic, so sometimes you get popping and stuff like that. If you really want to take your quality of videos to the next notch when it comes to TikTok and YouTube and stuff, obviously this Mon mic is the one I recommend. I've been using this Mon mic for everything, and it's awesome because it's wireless and you can just plug it into the side of this. It comes with a little wireless adapter, a little piece that basically attaches to the side here really easily. It looks really sleek, and it's awesome because then once that little clip is attached to the side, you can pull this out, and then I can use this in the PlayStation VR 2, which is how I record all my PSVR 2 videos with this mic, and then I could attach it to that, and I can kind of swap the microphones back and forth between all my VR headsets. So if you want to take your quality of content up a notch, then you would definitely want to add a microphone to the Oculus Quest 3. The next thing we're going to be talking about here at number 7 is taking advantage of the fact that your Quest 3 can be used on your PC. So if you guys have a VR PC that's ready and you guys play PC VR games and Steam VR and stuff like that, then obviously you're going to want this accessory, and you're either going to want a link cable. You can use the official one or the third-party ones, and then you can plug in the Oculus Quest 3 into the link cable to go ahead and start playing some PC VR games. Or you can use virtual desktop and wirelessly stream your PC VR games right into your Quest 3. Now, if you're going to wirelessly stream, I strongly recommend you get a Wi-Fi 6E router. The Quest 3 has the capabilities of now connecting through 6E, which the Quest 2 didn't have, and it makes the quality of the experience of virtual desktop much better than you had before with the wireless bitrate and stuff, and things looking a lot better and clearer and a lot more stable in virtual desktop when you have a router like that that's compatible with it, and it makes a huge difference now with the quality and, you know, the snappiness of everything while you're playing virtual desktop. So if you want the freedom of wires, you can use that. There's obviously still going to be some artifacting and stuff, but I actually think that if you get a Wi-Fi 6E router and you're using virtual desktop and you have really good internet connection at home, that it looks better to the eye than even the Oculus link cable does. The only difference is that you may run into some hiccups and stuff where things may start for a second because of internet connection lag or something, where you don't have to worry about it on the link cable, and you'll be like, you know, fully connected. So it depends on which route you want to go. But I definitely recommend either accessory, whether it be a Wi-Fi 6E router or the link cable, depending on which one you want to go, and experience PC VR, because there's a lot of good stuff on there. I've talked about it a lot on this channel, and that's my number 7. The next one we're going to be talking about at number 6 is, of course, a carrying case. Now, this is the official carrying case that I got from Meta, which I did obviously review, and I think it's a much better improved case than the Meta Quest 2 due to the fact that this zipper is a lot more stable, which I really like, and a lot smoother to open. And I love this little flap here, so you can put your actual charging brick and all that kind of stuff right here. And I love the way the controllers kind of sit in here, where they go into an angle like this. So it kind of sits in there pretty nicely and just has a cool, unique look over it. And then the controllers won't move while in transport and stuff, and they sit in there good. So the case is definitely improved. It has, you know, it feels really good. It feels premium. Feels pretty solid. Obviously, you don't have to use the official accessory. You could look at other third parties out there if you want to when those start coming out. But if you're looking for a Quest 3 case, you can't go wrong with this one. I think they did a great job with it, even though it is really expensive at $80, so you may want to look at third parties. But it is a quality case. It is made really well, and I've been using it, and it is pretty solid, and I think a case is a must. I mean, I don't know about the rest of you guys, but I love bringing my Oculus Quest around, showing some friends and family, so I'm always bringing mine around, and you need to cover those lenses. You can't just be grabbing that Quest outside and bringing it into your car, because if that sun hits the lenses, you might burn it in 2 seconds, and your Quest is done. There's nothing you can do about it at that point. So definitely need a case to protect those lenses while it's outside, while you're transporting it around. The next thing we're going to be talking about here at number 5 are these active straps that you see on my controller here. So this is obviously known by a lot of people because the index controllers had this on the side where you can kind of put this on your hand, and then when you're throwing grenades and stuff, you can kind of let go and your controller's obviously still on your hand. This is the official one that came out for the Quest 3. I did a review on this as well. It works really well. The material, when I said it in my review, I'm surprised that it's like a mesh material and stuff like that. And it wasn't like perfectly smooth, and I thought it maybe like over time it may start hurting my hand and stuff. But it's actually been really comfortable so this whole entire time. You know, obviously it's a little bit on the expensive side. You can probably get cheaper ones third party, but these official ones are really nice. They go in and out of your hands really easily and snap right in. And surprisingly, the mesh material has been really comfortable. It hasn't like made any marks on my hand. It hasn't, you know, done anything, and it feels comfortable while I'm holding it. I don't feel like I have to rip it off. I got a little worried because it's a little like coarse material and stuff, at least when you feel it, but it actually seems to work really well, and I don't have any issues using it with my hand or anything. And it's a lot of fun to use VR like this when you're like playing, games that require grenades and stuff for you to just throw it naturally and not have to worry about your controller flying out of your hand. So this is definitely something that I recommend, whether it's this strap or a third party, so you can play games without having to worry about your controller falling out of your hand, and it's a really cool addition to your controller. Coming in at number 4 here is the actual facial interface upgrade that I have here. So this facial interface that I have on the Quest 3 here is the silicone kind of material that's sitting here. It's the upgraded one. Again, this is a pretty expensive accessory. It's sitting at, I believe it's $40. I did a review on this as well, but I wanted it because the default one that came in here, even though it was a lot more comfortable and it's a cloth material, I take my headset around. Like I said, I just took it to my family's house and it's only been 2 weeks and I've already was taking it elsewhere, and it's a lot harder to clean. So if you bring your headset around, even if you find the default one comfortable, which a lot of people seem to find comfortable like I did, you might still want to upgrade it because it's going to be a pain to clean. When it's cloth material, obviously it's not easy to wash and stuff. With this one here, it just wipes away with a napkin and stuff like that, and you're kind of good to go. So it makes it easy to, use that, and that's why I got it. And not only that, the fact that it's easy to clean, but it feels a lot nicer on my head. Even though I found the other one perfectly comfortable and I would have never changed it otherwise, besides the fact of cleaning, now that I have this one on here and I put it up against my face, it feels cooler to the touch and it feels more comfortable on my face pressed against it than the other one did. So I'm super happy with it as far as the comfortability, the ease of use of cleaning it and stuff like that. And I think it's a must upgrade whether you get either this one or from VR Cover, whichever one you want. I think the default strap is great, but it is made out of cloth, and I think a lot of people who are heavy sweaters and stuff like that, who are going to sweat in the headset and stuff, it's going to get dirty really quickly, and something like this is a lot easier to clean and will last you a pretty long time. So I definitely think it's an accessory that you probably should consider. Next accessory we got to talk about here, coming in at number 3, that I think is heavily recommended, is of course a charging dock. And I think this comes in at number 3 because yes, this charging dock here is the official Meta one that I've done a review on, and it is $130, which is an outrageous price for their dock. Obviously, they're trying to mark up their accessories to make up maybe some markup on the actual Quest headset, since they're maybe, undercutting it and stuff. So again, look at third-party options if you want, but I will say that this official accessory has a really sleek look to it. It feels like Apple-like quality. It feels premium in your hands. It has the lights in the front, which is obviously great, so you don't have to worry about not knowing if something is charged. You can see my Quest 3 is fully on it right now with the green charging lights, and it's fully in there and ready to go. And then these 2 controllers are charging, and you can see the orange lights when it's charging right there. The charging dock came with the 2 batteries, so it has rechargeable batteries now, so you do get that with it. And it's really easy to pop in here, and it works with the adaptive straps that I was talking about earlier. You just put it on the side, and it wirelessly charges it, and you're good to go. And same thing with the Quest 3 dock. So I think a dock is a must accessory, because you don't want to come home and want to use your headset and it dies on you and it's not ready to go. That's kind of like what the problem is I love having my headset ready to go. So anytime I'm done playing it, it just goes right on the dock. That way when I pick it up next time, it's always ready to go, and I'm like, oh no, I forgot to charge it yesterday because I forgot to plug it in and plug in the controllers, and now my batteries are dead. Do I have batteries? Blah, blah, blah. So having a charging dock, in my opinion, is one of my most top recommended accessories, obviously sitting at number 3, and it's one of the first things I always look for. And even though this one in particular is really expensive, it is high quality. I love the lights in front of it, and it does feel premium, and I love the way that the headset kind of sits on it with the controllers and stuff. It has a premium look to it. There are obviously going to be third parties coming out there eventually with cheaper ones for those of you guys who want that. But regardless of which route you take, I think it's going to make you use your VR headset more often when it's just always ready to go, as opposed to sometimes getting discouraged and coming up to me like, oh, it's dead, I'll come back to it later, and you forget to plug it in, and then you don't come back. So charging dock, definitely at number 3. Coming in at number 2 has to be prescription inserts. You guys can see right here, I wear glasses with my VR headset. And on my VR headset here, I do have prescription inserts. I got the ones from Zenni, the official partner from MetaQuest, because I wanted to try them so far. And you guys can find a link down below if you guys want to use my link to support me and save a few percentages off of getting your own inserts. Definitely recommended. They go on really easily. I've done a full review on these as well. They slip out really easily. You literally just... I'll do it right here on camera. Boom, you saw me take it out, which is awesome. When I take this to my family's house, now it's really easy to take out, and I don't have to worry about someone else going in there. And then you line it up with the bottom. Basically, the left anchor goes at the bottom here, and then you hear it snap when you push down, and that's it. They don't fall out. They're really easy to put on. And you can see here, they don't go anywhere. They have a really good snap to them. Obviously, the quality is really good. I have no problem seeing through them. I mean, there are prescription inserts, there's not much to say, but the quality of them is really good. It makes me see in VR much better. And the reason that I recommend this accessory so much, even though glasses do fit in here if you want to, because I've done it, is because there's nothing like being able to see in VR without having to wear glasses or contacts. I mean, it's kind of the feeling that I guess most people have when they don't have problems with their eyes and they could just see naturally. So for me, when I go in here and I don't have anything on, no glasses, no contacts, it's just like, oh, I can see without anything on. What a weird feeling. It's awesome. So I get inserts as soon as they're available, which is why I got these, because they were the first ones available. First time I used Zenni for anything. And I like these inserts so much, which is why I have a link down below for them. It's not just to sugarcoat the fact that I'm using them and to, whatever. It's because I actually now use them for my glasses. These glasses that I'm wearing right here, I actually ordered, and I paid for both of these out of my own money. Zenni didn't give me anything for free here with these inserts or these glasses. I paid for them on my own, but now, I have an affiliate link down below to help me out if you guys want to support me. But I got these with my own money. And these glasses were awesome. I paid $100 for these glasses and prescription inserts, and I replaced my old ones, and these glasses have also been fantastic along with these inserts. So again, Zenni seems to be doing great work. A lot of people have used them for glasses for years, so it's not like they're new to the space or anything. They may be new to making VR inserts, but they've been around making glasses for people for years. This is the first time I've ever used them and heard about them. But yeah, it's my number 2 recommended accessory as far as what you would get for your Quest. If you're a glass wearer, I would get this immediately. And then the number one thing that I would definitely recommend as an accessory is, of course, some kind of battery strap on your headset. This thing chugs through battery more than the Quest 2. So a lot of people have been talking about that, and I've talked about it on another video. But when it comes to the Quest here, people are like, why is my battery only lasting an hour and 25 minutes? It's supposed to last 2 hours or 2 hours and 10 minutes like my Quest 2 did. Well, some people have 120 hertz on without knowing. Some people have hand tracking on without knowing. Some people have their brightness up. Mixed reality games do take more power because of the depth sensor being used and everything. So if you're just playing mixed reality games, that's going to take more power than just playing regular VR games. And don't forget, this thing is more powerful by over 2 times than the Quest 2. So you're going to want a strap on here. And obviously, I have the official Elite strap on here because I had no issues with the MetaQuest 2. And I know some people had theirs break and stuff like that. I had no issues with me or the other Quest 2 that I had. I had 2 straps on it. Mine never broke or anything, and I had really good luck with mine. And this one seems to be made even better on here. I talked about it in the video review I did, that this is much higher quality feeling, and it extends your battery life to, double whatever you're getting before. So if you were getting an hour and 25 minutes playing mixed reality modes, then double that, and that's what you would get here. If you're playing just VR games, you get closer to 2 hours, then you're gonna get 4 hours with this. So it varies game by game based on what you're doing, and if you have, 120 hertz on, all that kind of stuff. But it's still my number 1 recommended accessory that you need for your Quest, because an hour and 25 minutes, in my opinion, is just not long enough. For most people, I like staying in VR much longer than that, especially when you're getting to social apps and you want to watch a movie and stuff like that, and you want that thing to last, and you don't want to have to turn your VR off just because your battery is about to die. So whether you get the official Elite battery strap if you want, which I have links to all these products down below, by the way. I didn't mention it. If I didn't mention it before, I just remembered. I have links to all these products down below, whether it's in my Amazon affiliate links or wherever the case may be. They'll be down below in the description, so I can, if you guys want to support me and stuff like that. Obviously, I didn't get any of these accessories for free. I paid for these out of my own money to make videos for you guys, to let you guys know if they're worth it or not. And what I think about them. And I'll continue to do that with the third-party ones that come about too. It's not like I'm just limited to these. I can take a look at third-party ones and let you guys know what I think about each one of them. But so far, again, the Elite strap is really expensive. Again, I think it's another $130. So it's definitely not cheap compared to some other options out there for sure. But it is nice that everything is like all branded. The Elite strap kind of fits in here on the actual dock here really easily. It goes really well with it. You got everything kind of lined up, and I like the way the strap feels on my head. Some people like the Bobo VR strap instead. It just depends what you're looking for. But for me, this one fits perfectly, and it fits in the official carrying case, and everything goes well together. Again, all the links down below for every product we talked about today is in the description below. And I hope you guys got some use out of this video and helped you guys decide so far what the top 10 accessories are, in my opinion, for your MetaQuest 3 that we have going on so far. I'm sure this list is going to evolve. This is obviously the 2023 edition. When 2024 comes around and we get more third-party stuff, obviously I'll make another list, and this list will evolve, and maybe some things will come in and out because, third parties are making better accessories than they are, or whatever the case may be. We'll have to take a look and see how that goes. But right now, if you're looking for accessories for your Quest 3 right this minute, these are the top 10 I recommend as of today. So if you guys have any questions about anything you guys have seen in today's video, as always, leave it down below. If not, thank you guys for watching. Till next time.